Hey, good morning, good afternoon, PPM family. This is going to be a fairly quick podcast. I may do one later on in the month, but for right now, for our July, this is just some quick information that's come out. We want to try to get to everybody so you can kind of take care of these odds and ends. To the best of our knowledge, all of our instructors, all roughly 500 of them, have been moved over to the new Atlas program. We've got two that we're still working on to try to get them moved over. Like I said, hats off to Kathy, because literally this has been one heck of a challenge trying to make this thing work. It wasn't as easy as what they proclaimed. And they're still telling people that if they have a problem, contact us. And we're in some respects, we're exactly saying the same thing. If you got a problem with something, something's not working, you try to send a card or something and that's not working, call Kathy first. Right now the average time is 2 hours plus to get through to the Heart Association, and typically what they're telling instructors is call your training center. Since Kathy's been battling this battle now for almost a month, she knows a lot of the tricks, back doors, ways to get around stuff. So call her first. We should be able to solve that problem a lot quicker for you. If not, then yeah, we'll have to do the 2 hour battle with AHA, but for right now everything's working with Kathy. E-cards. Make sure that you have your stuff accepted. For example, if you've been issued an instructor card, make sure you've gone online and accepted and downloaded your instructor card. If you send a card out and the card is not accepted by your student or by you, if they're not accepted by the student, that is not a valid card. AHA will not have any record of them taking the class. So make sure your students verify the card. In other words, accept it, download it, and then it's actually credentialed correctly. Okay, that's not something that we've had an issue in the past, but it is now. Along with that same thing, again, make sure that your students know that. Now remember, in the past, and to be honest with you, I expect this down the road to probably change again, is that they're now saying that you can only send the certification card to your student's email. Remember, this is the way it was before. When we first started off with the e-cards, they came out with the fact that it can only be sent to the instructors from your instructor file to the student's email address only. Well, then they came back and relaxed that we can send it to the company's email address, to say Jane Smith at the company email address, and she downloads them and gives them to the students. Now they're saying you can't do that again. But along with the same token, they're saying if the student doesn't have an email address, ask them for a friend's email address. Okay, what difference does that make if we send it to the friend or if we send it to Jane Smith at the company? But that's what they're saying right now. That's the latest word out, is you can't send it to the company anymore. You have to send it to their email address. Okay, so we'll see how long that lasts. Also remember that the new instructor, not instructor, but the ACLS test is out. So we've got that in files that we can send to you if you need it. Typically on the network itself, as an instructor, you should be able to download the new test. If you can't, let us know. We'll send you a copy of the test for you. Remember, the test must stay in your system. You cannot mail the test to somebody else if they're not an instructor. That's what compromises the test. So it's got to be within your system that you hand them the test, they take the test, you get the test back. We number all of our tests, so if we handed 5 tests out, we get 5 tests back. Okay, not a bad idea. So that's pretty much everything. Again, if you got questions or having problems, before you call the AHA and spend all that time on the phone, give Kathy a call first. 9 out of 10 times, we should be able to solve that problem before you got to go to AHA, or at least be able to have a workaround that can solve the problem so your students can be taken care of. Okay, so that's kind of everything right now. I know that was kind of wild, woolly, and fast, but as this thing keeps changing, we'll keep coming back with a little mini podcast to kind of keep you up to speed. As always, any questions or whatever, give us a call. We'll try to work that out. If possible, put out another podcast with even more information. Okay, take care now.